What's up, everybody? It's Matt here with Tanks Lawn Maintenance. It is currently 3:36 p.m., August the 13th, Tuesday, 2024, year of our Lord. And it's been a beautiful day, man. It's starting to get a lot of cloud cover now. It was supposed to rain at 1 o'clock. I beat the rain. Didn't have a big day. Had more driving than I did anything else. And should have been done a long time ago, but I decided to, when I got done, to talk with Mama for about an hour or so. And the fact that I'm rocking solo now and 2 of the yards have to be push mode, that stinks, but it's all good. I had something funny happen to me yesterday, I think it was. Actually, 2 things happened to me. One of them was funny, one of them wasn't funny at all. But I may have told y'all, but a lady dropped me about a month ago. She just texted me out of the blue and said that she texted me out of the blue and said that she won't need my service anymore because she found someone that could trim her bushes, mow her grass, edge, weed eat, blow, all in one go. I texted her back and told her, I said, I can do all of that. I said, but I gave you 10 different packages to choose from, and you told me that you would just pay monthly for mowing, and you would pay for bushes as needed. So that's what we did. She never replied to me. This was about a month ago. Well, she texted me again yesterday evening. Or no, I'm sorry, Sunday evening. She texted me again and acted like she just saw the text and said, oh, well, you told me, I thought you told me that you don't trim bushes. And I said, no, that's not going to work. I said, I told you that I trim bushes. I said, I gave you several packages to choose from, and you chose the one that didn't have bushes included. And she texted me back and she said, well, how much would you charge me for mowing and do the bushes as needed? And I said, well, if you wanted to know the answer to that, all you would have to do is look back at the way early in the text thread from earlier this spring, and it would tell you. I said, it's not deep in there at all. Because we never text back and forth. I said, but I'm currently not picking up any more customers in your area. I said, as soon as you dropped me, I picked up 2 customers, and you were replaced immediately. And I said, the only thing I can tell you is to call Mauricio, which is another landscaper over there. And he has 4 guys with him, and he could probably get it done a lot cheaper and a lot faster than I can. I said, I wish you the best. She never replied. But I just thought it was funny, she threw that out there, and then she wanted the cheapest service possible and then expected to get services for free. And that's not the way this works, man. That's not the way this works at all. And, sometimes cheaper is not better. And so, guys, let that be a lesson to y'all. Don't fudge on your prices. Don't negotiate with anybody, and under no circumstances give anybody free services. I don't care how good of a customer they are. If it's costing you time and you money, then you need to charge for it. But another thing that happened to me yesterday, I lost a customer yesterday, and that one kind of stung a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I picked up a customer and was charging him $400 a month, and I only mowed one time, and I was actually supposed to come again tomorrow, and he wanted weekly service. But this is the absolute most beautiful yard I have ever seen in my life. Beautifully landscaped. And he wanted me to spray his beds, but he had some kind of funky weed I've never seen before. So I took pictures of it and took it to my local site one. And I told them I needed some sort of weed killer that would kill the weeds but not harm the bushes. Because the problem is that these weeds were growing out of his Avincas, and he probably had 500,000 Avincas planted in these beds. and there was no way that I was going to be able to spray this stuff without spraying the Avincas. And so I'm not going to say what it was because I don't want any of you guys trying this, but they recommended this stuff and I bought it, and they told me that it would turn the flowers yellow, the plants, it would turn them yellow, it would stress them out, but give it a week or two, they would grow back, or not grow back, but they would go back to normal, and it wouldn't knock the petals or anything off of it like that. And they said, but it would kill the weeds. And they said I would have to come back and spot treat every so often, but for the most part, it would kill the weeds. And I explained to him the same thing that Site One told me, and he was good with it. So I went out there, serviced the property one time. I texted him, I said, let me know if you're good with this mowing height. That's something I always do. I always text a customer whenever I'm finished to let me know if they're good with the mowing height, or if they want me to go higher or lower. Well, he texted me back and said the yard looks great. He said, keep it just like you got it. He said, I have 0 complaints. Well, he called me yesterday and he said, man, I have some bad news. He said, I really, really regret telling you this. He said, you have serviced the property once. I've already paid for the month. He said, don't worry about paying me back. What? He said, I'm good with it. He said, the yard still, in my opinion, looks pristine. He said, the bushes look amazing. The yard looks amazing. The grass, everything looks amazing. He said, the only problem is that whatever you sprayed didn't kill everything, but it did. And he said, I understand that you told me that beforehand. He said, but it didn't kill everything, all the weeds. And he said, I have to let you go. He said, my wife is not happy. He said, I did not explain to her up front the conversation that you had with me before you started. And he said, it's my fault. He said, that's why I told you to go ahead and keep the rest of this month's payment, and don't worry about it. He said, I really regret letting you go because my yard has never looked this good. He said, but my wife is pissed. And I said, look, I said, I get it, man. I said, don't worry about hurting my feelings or anything. I said, I get fired all the time for all kinds of different things. I said, at least you're being nice about it. I said, it does suck. I said, nobody wants to lose customers. That's money. But at the same time, I understand, man. You got to keep mama happy. And but I did tell him, I said, look, there's a company called Pebble Creek Landscaping and Landscape Maintenance. I said, I highly recommend that company. They are the best in our area. I said, but whatever you do, whoever you hire, whatever they tell you before they do anything, make sure you communicate that with your wife. I said, because it's just going to be the same way every time. I said, my wife's the same way. I said, she probably wouldn't have made me fire my landscaper. I said, but I get it. It is what it is, man. And but I am gonna send him the rest of the month, even though he told me not to worry about it. I'm not taking the man's money for something that I didn't do. But that one hurt, man. I ain't gonna lie. That one stung a little bit because I really wanted to get pictures. I didn't have a chance to the other day, but I wanted to get pictures to post on my website, man, because that would have looked great on my website. But it's one of them things, man. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some. But yeah, man, these last 2 days have been rough. I ain't used to working solo. I got to get back in the swing of that. But I've got another property that I looked at yesterday. I've got to email the man the quote when I get to the house. I didn't have time because it was so late last night when I got done with everything. I didn't have time to email it because I didn't want his phone to ding and it wake him up and piss him off. So I'm going to email it to him here in a little bit. But what it was is I picked up a new property and mowed it yesterday. And while I was out there mowing, his neighbor come over there and asked me to take a walk around his property and let me know how much I would charge to do his. So, hey man, it's the middle of August. we're still picking up properties. Like I said, I'm planning on going solo from now to January or February, but at the rate things are going, I may have to hire somebody full time for year-round helper. We'll see. But anyways, man, I hope y'all are having a good week thus far, and hope y'all are profitable. I hope these first 2 days of this week were very good to y'all, and I hope y'all have a good rest of the week, man. And I hope y'all are staying hydrated. It's hot still, very humid too, and it's just drawing that sweat out of me. But look at, man, I'm gonna hop off here. I'm headed home now so I can cut my grass. That's a damn shame, man. It cut grass all day long and then got to go home and cut grass. But anyway, I'll cut y'all back on the next one, man. Until then, y'all keep cutting that grass and keep making that money. I'll let y'all. Bye.